Welcome to join my talk. I will talk about how designers can be in a design driver's seat regarding high fidelity prototyping for automotive HMI. Yeah, fasten your seatbelt and let's go. Hello, Berlin. I'm Tony, CEO and co-founder of ProtoPie. I used to work at Google as a designer before founding ProtoPie. During my time at Google, I found myself to be a huge advocate for prototyping. Back in 2013, Google highlighted mobile-first experience, but there is no good tool for designers at the time, especially for high-fidelity prototyping. Actually, I started ProtoPie as my 20% project at Google, and I gained great reaction from my peer designers, and finally I decided to found ProtoPie. Now we have leading companies as customers, including Google, Microsoft, Amazon, and more. And we are expanding our horizon to automotive industry with BMW, Daimler, Lucid Motors, Rivian, and more. Say again, my talk is about prototyping. The one statement I believe in is this. Tom Kelly, the partner of IDEO, said, a prototype is worth 1,000 meetings. Yes, well-made prototypes can convey your innovative idea and convince your stakeholders. Do you agree? First, prototyping helps you to have better communication in order to convince your design idea before implementing them. So your team and company can save valuable engineering resource and time. And second, prototyping helps you to explore many design possibilities and validate them. We designers sometimes lose the way to right direction and need more confidence before bringing ideas to the team, right? So at the time, prototyping can be your best friend. Third, last but not least, prototyping is the most cost-effective way to get feedback from real users. I hope that this sounds familiar to you and resonate with you so far. Right. I'd like to emphasize again, prototyping is super important and valuable. However, why do designers struggle building high-fidelity prototypes? And why many designers rely on unrealistic click-through prototypes for user research or don't even prototype at all themselves? Before delving into the reasons in detail, let's look at what automotive designers work on and are expected to work on. It looks cool. Mercedes-Benz introduced MBUX last year. As you can see here, MBUX has 3 large displays, but they are all connected each other for seamless user experience. Another example is Lucid UX introduced by Lucid Motors. It has 4 displays in the driving seat. So let's see. When you drag a panel to the bottom of the center display, the bigger panel is showing up for detailed settings on the large display. It looks cool, right? As you might see, HMI, in a prototyping sense, is a lot more complex than before. Yes, it is true. Do you think the complexity is the reason why designers have hard time to prototype? Actually, the complexity is a broad concept. So let's interpret into detailed reasons. So here, when you think of the complexity of prototyping, These are three factors that led to this increased complexity. Yeah, first, connected device. Second, hardware, software integration. And yeah, third, multimodality. Let's look into this one by one. Right. Human-machine interactions are not linear. Yeah. It can branch out actions upon conditions or repeat over and over. However, in many cases, humans interact with multiple machines at the same time, and they are connected each other. Here is an example. Yeah, you can continue playing your favorite playlist in Spotify in the car. Yeah, a passenger can seamlessly connect to the car's entertainment system, right? Moreover, connected systems are increasing. In 2020, average number of connected devices per person was around 4. Yeah, I have a laptop, a smartphone, and smartwatch, and tablet. It's quite normal nowadays, right? In 2025, people will have 9 devices. It's amazing, right? Actually, it doesn't mean that people bring 9 devices with them at the same time, but imply that people's portable devices are communicating with ambient devices. Yeah. For example, air conditioners turn on and off after communicating with your smartwatch, detecting your body temperature. Right. The second risk is hardware-software integration. HMI prototyping isn't just motions or animations on the display. It requires input or control by physical buttons. Yeah, especially, easily, you can imagine that the display shows changing driving modes when you push the button on the steering wheel, right? And as I mentioned earlier, Lucid Air has 4 displays and physical buttons on the steering wheel and HVAC area. Yeah. All these components are communicating with each other. Last, modern HMI offers multimodality. Yeah, which means you can use not only touchscreen, but also voice commands or hand gestures. Yeah, some luxury vehicles support haptic feedback upon users' input or sensor signals. Yeah, BMW is doubling down on voice commands. Yeah, let's watch.
Hey, BMW. How do I use the child lock?
Push the locking lever on the rear doors up. The door can now be opened from the outside only.
Yeah, it looks cool, right? It's amazing. And also, it supports hand gestures.
Swipe your hand in the direction of the front passenger seat. The volume can be adjusted while audio is playing or while you are taking a phone call.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, connected device, hardware, software integration, and multimodality support are crucial to prototype HMI. Yeah, majority of designers feel the difficulty to build high-fidelity prototypes. Yeah, therefore, they heavily rely on engineers' support and don't drive the process forward. That's a problem. Yeah, in order to help those kind of designers to build prototypes by themselves. Some companies and tools are trying to like frequently used interactions as components and try to reuse them. Look, it's not, absolutely not. It's not a right way to approach to prototyping. We designers always come up with brand new interactions that were never done before. It is very hard to express with only predefined components. We need a new way to express innovative interactions without any limitation. All right. That's one of the reasons why I started ProtoPie. ProtoPie is short for prototyping as easy as eating pie. It's very yummy. What if we can prototype as we speak? Let's think about a map interaction on the smartphone. So if I pinch the map tile, it zooms in or out, right? So here, pinch triggers the interaction, and map tile is the object for the interaction, and the zoom is the visual response for the interaction. By combining trigger, response, and object together, you can compose all kinds of interactions. My team and I spent almost 3 years to compose and decompose interactions without any loss of communication. This is what we came up with, interaction piece table. It looks like a periodic table, but actually it works the same way. So as our wall was made of various combination of 70 elements, interaction can be described by combinations of triggers and responses. I brought a simple example. It's about Google Maps in prototyping. All right, when I drag, it moves. And when I pinch, it scales. And when I rotate with the fingers, it rotates. Then, boom. Drag, move, and pinch to scale and rotate. It's cool, right? So right after composing interaction, you can test your prototype on your real devices. As long as designers have an alchemist-like mindset, prototyping can be easier even though interaction have become more complex. Let's see some examples made with ProtoPie. ProtoPie allows you to integrate with any custom hardware, including Arduino. I made this for Bosch. When I turn the physical knobs on the Arduino part, the dials on the screen rotate accordingly. Cool. And ProtoPie supports 52 languages and dialects thanks to collaboration with Google Assistant UX team. So you can build voice command in your mother tongue and the machine can understand what you're saying and take the right action based on what you just said. Let's see.
What can I help you with?
Play music for rainy days.
Play your playlist for rainy days.
Therefore, you can communicate with your machine, verbally. And also, you can integrate with real car as well. Let's see first. In this demo, I received the signals from through the OBD2 port and show speedometer, RPM gauge, and gas gauge, and so on the dashboard. Yeah, which is just prototype. Yeah, it is possible too. And this demo shows how multiple devices can communicate with each other. So I made a very simple version of kiosk and mobile payment system. Yeah, you can select the meal, and every time you interact with the kiosk, it sends a signal to another device. So on the left-hand side, you can see another device can receive the signals. And you can bring your mobile payment device, which is a smartphone. Then, it's done. You're all set. Lucid Motors is the first automotive customer, and they use ProtoPie to simulate interaction across multiple devices, especially. And BMW is one of our big fans, and they are building their own prototyping framework, including ProtoPie. All right. So you can get more information here, and you can scan the QR code as well. So later on, I can give you more time. So, or you can memorize just URL for the ProtoPie. So protopie.io. Yeah, prototyping as easy as pie. Yeah, protopie.io. All right, let's recap. First, prototyping is super important. The designers must keep prototyping. Second, we can think about more intuitive way to prototype, such as human language, like composing method. Third, the intuitive way should be scalable to adapt to complex and high fidelity prototyping. Yeah. Last, in this way, designers can prototype multilateral HMI experience independently from engineers' support. Okay, that's all about my talk today. And all right, any questions so far?
Thank you very much, Tony, from my side. So as long as the viewers think about questions, they can either type it through the Q&A section or just raise their hand so we can give them the permit to speak. But till then, I have a question. So you mentioned that the signals are sent from one device to another device. Is there somewhere like a reception device, or how does the other device understand the signal or the data or the information they get?
Okay, Jonathan, thank you for the question. Basically, we try to simplify the communication way across devices. So, the A device can send a string to another device. Yeah, actually, it broadcasts the message to all devices connected to ProtoPie. Then, one designated devices can recognize the signal. They can understand, they can triggers another interaction, just like that. So yeah, ProtoPie offers broadcasting system for the messaging, and in order to hardware integration, we support socket I/O as protocol. So as long as you can utilize socket I/O, yeah, any kind of, you can integrate with any kind of hardwares. Yeah.
Okay, so the socket IO can translate the signal. Can I understand it like
Right.
this? Okay.
Right.
Wow, that's very nice. So in effect, in the end, it could like communicate with every device.
Right.
Every
Right.
device is compatible. Wow, that's very impressive.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, so that's the reason why a lot of automotive companies to use ProtoPie. So, for example, BMW love to use ProtoPie for the R&D project, especially. So they try something new, yeah, something new hardware, yeah, integrations, yeah.
yeah, that's very impressive. So, oh, I think we get a question. Yaroslav Moroshek asked, is there a list of compatible devices, hardware, ProtoPie already supports?
Okay, so basically ProtoPie has 3 tiers of plan. So first one is free plan. So yeah, literally it's for free. And second one is pro plan, professional plan. And professional plan support Arduino and some select devices like G29 or Xbox controller, something like this. And yeah, third one is enterprise plan. Enterprise plan support socket IO as a protocol to integrate with any custom hardware. So yeah, if you go with enterprise plan, yeah, you can do yeah everything. However, yeah, if you go with professional plan, so you can utilize Arduino. Yeah.
Okay, so
That
with
clear?
every plan comes different, yeah, software. Okay, great. But do you also have, I don't know if this is the question, but on your website, do you have like a list of current projects or devices you're linked in or supporting?
Uh, okay. We started to build ProtoPie from actually I founded ProtoPie December 2014, and we started the building the ProtoPie from 2015. So I would say 2015 is the starting date to build ProtoPie. And for the second question, yeah, it is possible. So you can customize the artboard size and also ratio as well. And plus you can customize the density as well. However, bigger multimedia resource requires more CPU and GPU resource. So yeah, it can cause some performance issue. However, basically 4K, 4K or 5K is okay for prototyping. Yep. Make sense for you?
Yeah, I hope so. And if you have any other questions arising later, you could still connect with Tony and Frido via our Hubs app. You can just exchange contact data, write to each other, and as Tony mentioned, just visit their website. Maybe you can go to the first slide or the second with the QR code.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, would be great so people can just scan it. But yeah, as I mentioned, I invite you to connect on our Hubs web, and you are for sure some more hours are more online, even though it's a bit later in Korea.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah.
But if there are no other live questions, yeah, I'm like to thank you. Glad for having you. And yeah, would you say some last words?
Yeah, thank you so much having me. Yeah, yeah, for this awesome opportunity. So yeah, next time, I love to meet you guys in person. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah, would be great, and hopefully seeing you soon.
Okay,
Bye
bye-bye.
bye.